Thank you. If you're not doing these 5 things daily, you're missing out on maximizing your sleep. Over the past few years, I've been doing everything I can to optimize my health, and it's gotten to the point that when I decide to get 100% sleep score, I can by doing these strategies. Make sure to stay for the last tip, as this is the single most important strategy you can do to improve your sleep. Starting off with tip number 1. Now, not all of us can get this, so luckily there is an alternative, but that is getting morning sunlight. Because I live in England, it's often cloudy, but when the sun is out, I'm out in my garden every single time. This is because it sets your circadian rhythm, which is basically your body's internal sleep clock. That allows our body to know when we're supposed to be waking up and when we're supposed to be going to bed. So if you set this rhythm in the evenings, you're going to be feeling much more tired and much more relaxed and ready for bed. So for those struggling to fall asleep quickly, if it takes you hours to fall asleep, this is one thing that's definitely going to help you. But like many other countries, in England, it's always cloudy and I can barely ever actually get that sunlight into my eyes. So as an alternative, you can purchase a 10,000 lux light, which is essentially something you can just put in front of your eyes in the morning. I have one that I put in front of my laptop and I just look at it for about 20 minutes and that will imitate the sunlight, once again allowing you to set your circadian rhythm in any case where you can't get outside, and it'll be another strategy you can use to help your sleep. The second thing I see in many people is eating and drinking too late. If you're having a massive meal, like an hour before you go to bed, that's not going to be optimal. This is because your heart's going to be pumping quicker to digest that food. It's not going to allow you to just relax and calm down. It would be just like having a workout really soon before you go to bed. Your blood's going to be flowing to those muscles and you're not going to be able to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is essentially your nervous system that helps you relax at night. So what I recommend is having that last bit of food or drink more than 2 hours before you go to bed. Ideally, the further back you can push it, the better. Whatever works best for you, you can try it, but ideally 2 hours before bed, you do not want to be eating any more food, and particularly big meals, because this is going to affect your sleep. I think it's important to mention really quickly that by many experts in the industry, sleep is actually regarded as the best performance enhancing drug. So any steroids you want to take, it's not going to be effective at sleep. These are not my words. 1 is from my PE teacher who's been coaching me for anatomy and physiology, and 2, a lot of you probably know this person if you're watching the channel, and that's Dr. Mike Israetel, has also coined sleep as the best performance enhancing drug. So if you want to be getting good gains, you want to have high focus, high cognitive function, and really focus on getting good sleep. Moving on to number 3 is exercise. You need to make sure you're consistently exercising throughout the week. What I usually recommend is 150 minutes of moderate intensity cardio and 75 minutes of high intensity, alongside a minimum of 2 times weight training per week. Those are just the general recommendations. Exercise is extremely important in getting a good night's sleep. If you're someone who's fit, healthy, and you're exercising lots, your sleep is going to be far better. You're going to be using up your energy, and that's going to allow you to fall asleep much quicker during the evening and also allow you to have a much better sleep quality. The next thing I see a lot of people having issues with is blue light entering their eyes before bed. This light can come from any electronic device like your TV, phone, computer, or it can just come from simply the lights that you've got in your house above your head. Any bright lights you just want to avoid before you go to bed. Now, I think the main problem is phones, because a lot of people will get into bed and then scroll on TikTok, Instagram, or go on YouTube for hours and hours before bed. A lot of people make the excuse that, oh, it helps me relax. I can assure you, if you cut out your phone before bed, it may take a few days to adjust, but over time, you're definitely going to be improving your sleep. This is because when you get blue light entering your eyes before bed, a hormone is disrupted called melatonin. Now, this is essentially the hormone that helps you sleep. But if you do want to be getting high quality sleep, you need to be cutting out your phone usage before you go to bed. If you really want to go on your phone, you can do this by putting a setting on where you triple click your off button on your phone and it allows your phone screen to turn red. This is going to block some of the blue light coming out from your phone and have less of an effect on you. You can also purchase blue light blocking glasses, which will once again block the blue light getting into your eyes. And now for the final most important tip is consistency. I've noticed that every single time I've stayed consistent with my sleep schedule, I automatically get way better sleep and I fall asleep so much quicker. Now at first it'll be a lot harder if you're trying to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. It's definitely going to be hard. but I promise you, over time, I've experienced this myself. If you go to bed at the same time every night, eventually you'll get to the point where I'm gonna be going to bed at 10 p.m. It'll hit 10 p.m. and I'll go straight into my bed and I'll literally fall asleep in like 5 minutes. It's crazy. You guys need to do this and stay consistent. You'll fall asleep super quickly. It does take some discipline and dedication to be able to get to that point. For me, it took about 3 to 4 days to get used to it, but I promise you, you're going to fall asleep much quicker and you're going to have a better sleep quality. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video valuable and you're going to be applying the things that I have done in my routine into yours, and I'm hoping that your sleep's going to improve because it's definitely worked for me. And there's a lot of research backing up what I've said, although I said I'm not an expert, but I do know that there's definitely evidence behind some of the things that I've said. So I really recommend you try it and have a good night's sleep.